What? What the hell are you looking at?
The best nigga to wear number one?
That is gay as hell.
Hey, nah, is this glazed, bro?
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Listen.
Hold on. Before we do this, I gotta set up the show.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in or tuning in. This is the first episode of the Straight Chalk podcast, first of many. And to my right is our first guest, Marcus.
Hold on, bro. There we go. We straight. Come on.
Marcus Daniels. It's the first episode, so there's going to be a lot of first themes throughout our segments here. Since it was the first episode, I would assume my friend here would be on time for the first time ever, but that didn't seem to be the case.
Okay, bro. Time out.
So
there's no timetable set. You're not professional.
Nigga, you told me too.
I said maybe, and then I called you and said it might be later.
And then you said 5 or 6.
Okay, but...
And then you texted me again saying I'll be leaving in 20 minutes. I have your location.
Yeah. And
20 minutes later, you were still in the same spot. Another 30 minutes later, you were still in the same spot.
No.
You did.
Come on, bro. We not about to do this early. Bro, don't act like, bro, I wasn't locked down because, you know.
Okay.
You know they.
So what caused you to show up late today?
Unfortunately, a SWAT happened right across the street from my crib.
What do you mean?
So they blocked off the roads, they blocked off the back street, and they was really like, you know.
I know what.
So I couldn't leave.
My God, that was at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, they was out there since 1.
Cuddy, you were at your house at 5. You weren't even at grandmommy's house anymore.
What time is it? It's 6:25, bro. I got to my house at what? At 5 something, right?
No, because you were there. You were at your house at like 4 something.
Cap. Let's read the text log, bro. But you're not about to do this to me.
All right, bro.
Okay. I was at my crib at 5 o'clock.
Oh, my Lord.
I was at my crib at 5 o'clock.
And then you said you were leaving in 20 minutes. 5:20 came around. I checked your location.
I got here 25 minutes ago.
What? You can check the ring camera later, but we're not doing that.
Come on, bro.
I'll add that later. We're gonna add a clip of
All
him
right,
pulling into the driveway. What time did you think you got here?
I got here at are we talking about exact?
No, you said 20 minutes, and you said 20 minutes at 5 o'clock. What time did you say in 20
No,
minutes?
I know I didn't leave the house in 20 minutes. I know that. That's a fact. I didn't do that.
Okay.
Okay. But I got here at 6.
We're going to do the timestamp. Anyways, this is the Straight Chalk podcast. Unlike most podcasts, this has a theme. All right. Mm-hmm. So, I'm a very big basketball guy, sports guy in general. Currently retired from the game.
Okay.
You know all this. It's more so for the people watching at home. But I wanted to make this podcast to capture that same sort of feeling that you get when playing the game of basketball. So,
My bad. Hold on.
this podcast is laid out like a basketball game. We start off with what we just did, which is, the layup lines, warm-ups, where we introduce the guests, lead off the show,
Okay.
just kind of talk about what was going on prior to you showing up, little day-to-day stuff. Then we go back into the locker room, quote unquote. We're not going anywhere, but after layup lines, you usually go back to the locker room, go over the scouting report. Our scouting report is just going to highlight all 4 topics that we're going to talk about through the 4 quarters.
Okay.
Since it's the first episode,
Yeah.
a lot of the segments are going to be related to first. But because I want this podcast to be open-ended, it's not just going to be limited to just sports topics. We can talk about anything from music, to foods, to TV, and of course sports.
Okay.
During these 4 quarters, you gotta win somehow. It's a basketball game, so you can earn shot attempts. These shot attempts are cured by making valid points, not just saying I like the color red and not giving any reason why.
Okay.
If I say I like the color red because it reminds me of fire trucks, and I have fond memories of fire trucks. A fireman saved me once when I was younger. This never happened. But if that's a statement I said, that's a valid point. It brings up
Yeah.
something reminiscent.
Okay.
That is a shot attempt. Not a point, but a shot attempt. All right, you following?
How you know you can make it?
Just wait, just wait. Just
Okay.
Wait, just wait. But are you following right now?
Mhm.
So, you go through the 4 quarters, you earn shot attempts. When you get to the end of the game, those shot attempts are then transferred in to actual shots. What's the universal way that you decide if a call is right or not when you're playing pickup basketball?
Shoot for it.
Precisely. So, when the game concludes, we tally up all the attempts that we got, and that equates to how many shots we get on an actual hoop. The hoop you see behind me will actually be taking shots on that.
Okay.
So if I get 8 valid points, you get 20, and we go to shoot for it, and I make all 8, and you only make 2, then I have won the day. Regardless of
Okay.
what I said for the whole day, I am right for that day. So I could have said the sky is purple and gave a reason why I think it's purple. And if I end up making more shots than you, then the sky's purple as far as you and I are concerned. Maybe if I walk down someone on the street and say that to them, I might get called stupid. But if you try and argue with me, you can't, because ball does not lie. So that's how it goes. You start off with the layup lines, warm-ups, scouting report, highlighting the topics we're going to talk about. Get to halftime, or get to the first 2 quarters, talk about your topics, earn your points. Get to halftime, be relaxed. No points can be earned at this point. We can talk about anything that you may have on your mind or anything else going on. Go back to the same routine, third quarter and fourth quarter, earn more shot attempts, and then you get to the shoot for it moment where everything comes to fruition. And then we do it all over again for the next time you want to hop on the show.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into the scouting report then. On today's episode, with it being the first episode, what we're going to talk about are these 4 topics.
Okay.
I have them written down in this handy little book. All right. We got, for the first quarter, we're going to be talking about the best athlete to wear number 1. Now, this could be past, present. It can be college. It can be NBA, NFL, professional, high school. Doesn't matter. You just got to give me a reason why you think that athlete's number 1.
Cool.
Going into quarter 2, we got the greatest first signature shoe. Now, there's a lot of different things that can go into that. It can go for cultural impact. It can go for a performance on the floor. It can just go for a personal memory. It doesn't matter. But the best first signature shoe is going to be our second quarter topic.
Okay.
After we conclude that, we'll go to halftime, take a break, decompress, maybe talk about something we saw trending. All right? Then we come back out of halftime, going to the third quarter. This is where we're going to talk about you want to be an all-star. Not literally, because I don't think you have that type of ability in your bag. But all we're going to talk about in this one is, favorite all-star moments, stuff of that nature.
Okay.
Just anything that you can think of regarding, all-star weekend, with it being all-star weekend. And then we'll end it off with drafting the best first in human history. So literally that just means the best first of anything, and you can make a draft about it. It can be anything from fast food chains to NBA players being drafted number 1.
Okay.
But it has to be the best at that position. So if you draft someone in the NBA who went number 1, you can no longer draft another person, because it would make that pick void, because he wouldn't really be the best at that point. And then we'll tally up all the attempts that we accumulated through those quarters, and we'll go from there and go to the shoot for segment, and may the best shooter win.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it? All right. So, first topic, best athlete to wear number 1.
You want to go first?
You're the guest. I'll let you go first. Oh, and another thing before I forget. We do have a chalkboard. It is called straight chalk. When you believe you made a valid point,
You just mark it.
just mark it down on your side. You can go ahead and write your name up there with your chalk piece. So you can just write your name up there right quick. Oh, you don't know how to use chalk. Look at that.
I should just.
Put your little line underneath there, huh? All right. So when you believe you made a valid point, just take
Okay.
a piece of chalk and mark it.
I already know what I'm about to say.
Holy, buddy. All right.
It's Kyrie Irving. College, Duke.
Okay.
It's
why?
Duke.
Okay, why? Because he played what?
He
9
played.
games?
He played 11 games. Still went number one. In those 11 games, he produced. He averaged 18 points,
Okay.
4 assists.
Okay.
I want to say 4 rebounds.
Okay.
Also, he just cooked. Like it was like there's nothing they could do. Like he was clearly the best player in college.
Okay, that's a valid point. You can
Yeah.
give yourself a mark for that. That's a valid point. Each time you make a valid statement, you can mark it down. Anything that proves your argument, you can mark that
Okay.
down.
But yeah, bro. Knocked down the 3. He came in the league. Think about that though. He came in the league already more skilled and fundamental.
It don't
than
matter
most-
though,
Than most league
because he
niggas.
came into the league more number 2. So anything he did in the NBA does not matter.
But
He was
he's a
wearing number 2
product
in the
of
league.
college when he gets to the league. He's already a product of
Okay.
himself of what he
Okay.
already was.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what you mean?
Okay.
Come on, bro.
Okay. So
Come
you
on, let me give myself another one.
wait for what?
Let me give myself
What did you
another
just
one.
say?
I just told you.
What did you just say?
I just told you.
I'll let it
I
slide.
said, I said, you're saying everything he did.
No.
In the
what
NBA, in the NBA, right? Everything he did in the NBA is void because he's in the NBA. He's wearing number 2. But I'm saying he came to the league. He was already that.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
But the question is the greatest player to wear number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
And he was in
anything,
number
so he
1.
has to be wearing the number 1 when he's doing these great things. I'll give it
Yeah.
to you. He was a
Yeah.
bucket. He was
Yeah.
nice in college.
He dropped
He's
31.
even nicer in the NBA,
Nicer.
but he
He's
was
even
wearing
nicer.
number 2.
Yeah, he was.
So number 1 Kyrie started and ended in college.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even going to tell you who I have right now. I'm going to
Okay.
address that. He's not even the best Duke player to wear number 1.
Who? Jabari Parker?
Zion.
Zion? No.
Buddy, whoa, wait a minute.
No. If we're
So
talking
Zion
about,
played a full season.
He's back. Okay, but that's
Zion
my
played a
thing.
full season.
He didn't play a full season.
Who didn't play a full season?
Kyrie.
I know he didn't.
That's the point.
So he's not going to have better numbers than Zion. Zion also went number 1. Zion also took his team through into March Madness and got to what? The Sweet 16? Elite 8? Zion's probably the closest thing to LeBron coming into the league since Bron before Wemby came along.
Okay.
And he
But
was marketed as the next great thing.
But that's like. But
So,
that, but
there's
it
no
were,
way-
It were
yeah,
really
no.
Listen. But that's like people not getting their just due flowers for teams that they didn't play long enough for. I'm just saying.
Like who?
You roll the ball out. Kyrie Irving.
So you're telling me,
Kyrie,
okay,
you roll the
fuck-
ball out.
okay.
You-
You said
Kyrie
roll-
Irving?
So you said roll the ball out, right?
Roll the ball out. Kyrie Irving. Oh my gosh.
So you're telling me.
No,
you're
Zion
telling
is
me
box
that-
office. Zion is box
No,
office.
you're telling me if they line up right now, Duke Zion and Duke Kyrie, Kyrie's winning
Kyrie's
that?
frying him. He's frying him. He's not fucking with him.
Zion is
My bad.
6'6", 260, and was moving like a beast in college.
He was.
He wasn't.
I'm not saying
He
Kyrie
wasn't the
wouldn't
chubby
be able to
dude
stop
that
him.
he is now. That's just concerned about wings and breathing heavy at the free throw line. That's not the Zion we're talking about. We're talking about the
I
one
know
that
what
went
Zion
number
we're
1
talking
overall.
about. I watched him. I watched Duke basketball.
Kyrie's not stopping that.
He's not stopping Kyrie.
He's not.
We're talking about skill, fundamental things like what he was doing. He didn't even need to go to Duke. Could have just went straight to the league.
And he would have went number 1 overall. Going straight out of high school.
Shit.
I'm
not
gonna
number
tell
one.
you-
Not number one. I gotta see the draft class, but I feel like I don't think he would have went. He probably wouldn't win number 1.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you
But-
who I have
Okay,
as the greatest athlete to win number 1.
who?
I got Cam Newton.
That was okay.
I got Cam Newton.
I respect that. I respect
MVP,
that. I respect that.
Offensive Rookie of the Year,
Okay.
Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowler. He was a number. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
out
Pro
in the field.
Bowler.
I'm thinking number 2.
Yeah, he's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Super Bowl appearance. I know he didn't win it, but hey, he still did what he needed to do to get there. Huh?
That was my second option. That's good.
Buddy
Okay.
And he's influential. People today still be doing the Superman for Cam Newton. I got
Okay.
Cam Newton because he has the longevity. He did it over multiple seasons.
Okay.
He took that sorry-ass Carolina
Yeah,
team.
he had no. I be arguing for Cam
He
Newton,
had
so I
no
can't even-
weapons.
Okay.
No weapons. And still took that not sorry, because they had a couple good pieces on there. I don't want to disrespect all of them. But for the most part, that team was not very good. Because where did he go first? He went first overall, did he?
Yeah. Yeah. He went
Usually
first.
if you go first, you
You
pretty much
play
go to the
with
worst team.
team.
So,
Yeah, his best wide receiver was Ted Ginn, Jr.
and what has he done?
He had Greg Olsen.
Yeah, I know. They had
They
a
had
couple
solid
people
team,
on that
good
team. Yeah,
defense.
a couple people on that team.
But we're talking about. But my point is, Kyrie.
Kyrie did not accomplish more at Duke than
Yeah, because he
Cam
played 11
Newton did.
games.
Okay, that's
He
who you
didn't
came
need
to
no-
the table with. That's who
Did
you
he-
came to the
No,
table with.
Okay, my point though, how filthy you gotta be to not hoop, and people already know.
Who was in that draft class?
People already know that. Oh yeah,
Who was in that draft class?
Let's see.
Tell me the top 5 people that went in that draft class. And I'll tell you right now why he went number 1. And who was on the Cavs at the time?
Probably Boobie Gibson.
That nigga was not on the team then. He was
He
playing out the
wasn't?
league
Oh
already.
yeah. 2012 draft class.
There's no.
Anthony Davis. Brad Beal. Oh wait, I'm geek. I'm fried. I'm fried. I'm fried. I said AD like Kyrie didn't go number 1. I remember this. You said name how many?
Give me the top 5. Give me the top 5.
Derek Williams.
Oh,
Kyrie,
Lord.
Derek
Lord.
Williams. Enos Freedom.
Enes Cantor
Yeah.
went top 5.
He went number 3.
Nigga, that's why he didn't even
Bro,
do
okay,
anything.
Kawhi Leonard's in there. He's in the
Kawhi Leonard
draft.
was not polished coming out of San Diego State.
It don't matter. He was in the draft. Klay Thompson.
Was also just a shooter.
It don't matter. He was in the draft. He's
If we're going off of pure skill, he's more skilled than those dudes.
Kemba, Jimmy Butler.
You're talking about who these guys are right
Okay,
now.
Yeah. Okay.
At
you're
that
right. You're
point?
at that point. All right. Jonas Valanciunas.
See, bro, you're just talking nonsense right now. Kyrie was a bucket. Kyrie was nice, but really, greatest athlete to wear number 1 is college Kyrie. He's not even the greatest Duke player to wear number 1. He might not even be the greatest point guard to wear number 1. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, we talking about 11 games. And we talking about production in them.
And you're
11
saying he
games
averaged 18 over
versus
11 games?
versus Draymond Green. He put up 31 points.
Who'd they play in those 11 games? Because I know they didn't just play a gauntlet for his 11 games. I know they didn't.
Let's go to
They got Michigan State, yeah, sure.
31. 30 in the college game. You're not understanding college basketball. You know college basketball, bro. You know college basketball, bro. It's not like, and this is 2011 we're talking about. It's not like college coaches, it's more of a structured system. You know that, right?
What do you mean?
It's more of a structured, college basketball is more of a structured
Yeah.
system. Okay. That's why people who go to college, go to the league, they start cooking that aren't really cooking in college. Because their game fits the NBA more. Kyrie did that in college.
Is that a point? Is that a valid point?
That is.
You can add that.
All right, bro. He did it in college in a more structured system.
I ain't gonna call out your points no more. If you think you made a valid point, you better mock it,
Okay.
because you gonna need it.
All right, we looking at Kyrie Irving. Played Princeton. Okay. He played Miami.
Who did Miami? No, I'm not even gonna. We don't even.
Well, probably should. Shane Larkin? I don't know. Nah, that was like later down the
Nah,
line.
that was a little later.
Colgate.
Dog.
Marquette. Jimmy was on that team.
Yeah.
They was, that's Kansas State. Oregon. Michigan State.
Okay.
Butler.
Okay.
Hampton. Michigan. And then Arizona.
So probably half of those games were legit.
Yeah,
I'll give him like
28, 20, my gosh, 28-3. He had 31, 6, and 4.
Okay, I need you to answer me this question.
Okay.
How is those 11 games better than Cam's NFL
It's
career?
not it's not about them 11 games. It's the fact that, all right, you scout somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like how I believe Kobe is the best player ever, right?
Okay.
I go by off his skill set, his talent, what he's able to produce, and what he is.
Okay.
Yes, numbers mean something, but they're not everything. So.
Oh, you're talking about skill set, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
when it comes to Kyrie Irving, fundamental, everything there. Ball handle, catch, shoot off the dribble, catch and shoot, get to the cup, lay off different angles. He's already doing that. He's getting to the chest, laying over footers.
Okay.
He's been doing that.
Okay. So you said when he got to the league, he was already that dude, right?
Yeah.
You know what Cam Newton when he came into the league?
Yeah.
What did he do? His first game in the league. You know what he did?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Set the rookie passing yards record.
Yeah.
422 yards in his first NFL start. All right?
Mm-hmm.
No other quarterback has done that. No other rookie quarterback had done that to that point. And you're talking about the skill set. Besides Mike Vick, what other dual threat quarterbacks did you know prior to Cam Newton?
Prior to Cam Newton?
Yeah.
I mean,
that had a long, or even a career as successful as his first season.
if we're talking a dual threat quarterback, or we can say, I mean, I wouldn't know, because I mean, the only people I can think of like Randall Cunningham, like, you know.
But
like,
see,
like,
that's before, that's even before Vic.
Yeah,
so I'm telling
yeah.
you right now, he changed that. He pretty much helped change the league to what it is now.
Can't.
He's one of the main influencers why we got mobile quarterbacks in the league right now. He's one of the main reasons. And in that rookie season, he threw for over 4,000 yards.
I don't like arguing with this one because he was one of my choices. He was my second choice. But
He should have been your first choice.
I just like that argument better. But for Cam Newton, he helped for sure. He started a whole new movement.
For sure.
But he wasn't like there's a lot of mobile quarterbacks. He was the best player in football in 2015, 100%.
MVP.
But like, we're talking about like what improvising. Russell Wilson was doing, you know, not what Cam Newton does, but as far as like extending plays.
Cam Newton is what, 6?
He's 6. He's 6. What? 6'4", 6'5", 200 something. Yeah, he's crazy.
Moving like a running back.
Yeah.
And then throwing it like
who?
Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know about that.
I'm not saying to that extent. He's not better thrower the ball than Aaron Rodgers, but I'm saying like you shouldn't be able to have both those type of skills to where you can pass the ball and run that efficiently.
I mean, but is that really because of Cam Newton or is that really because of NFL?
What the fuck you mean it's because of the NFL?
He.
Are you saying he's a system quarterback?
No. I'm saying that every year there's a black quarterback.
Okay. Choose your words carefully. It's Black History Month.
I'm saying black quarterbacks are often blackballed. People who are dual threat quarterbacks are often, especially around that time, which is what made him also so big because he can do those things.
Okay.
And he was Cam Newton. He had that, you know, that aura, that energy, you know, great leader, so on forth. But a lot of times, some aren't going to get that same opportunity he did. And he did pave his own way. But, like, there's a lot of quarterbacks that are like that. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are quarterbacks that are like that probably didn't get the same opportunity because that's not what the NFL quarterback was back then.
That's all sweet and all, but I don't care about none of that.
Is that
Take it.
You know?
I don't care about none of that though,
Okay.
because Cam Newton actually got to play. So
He
he
did.
did what he did.
He
and
did
put
what he
up those
did.
numbers.
He did.
So-
He did. But I'm saying
We're gonna leave this one there. We're
okay.
gonna go on to the next quarter. All right.
Okay.
But
5-5.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna leave it at this. Kyrie Irving should not be in your top 3 for greatest athletes to win number 1. I'll just leave it right there because that is ridiculous.
He's a personal favorite.
That's fine, but
He's a personal favorite.
still. All right. Second quarter. You
Yeah.
remember what the topic is?
Signature shoe?
Signature shoe.
Bet.
Once again, you're the guest. I'll let you go first and call it. We were talking about this before the show.
Yeah. There's only one right answer.
So there's only one right answer. What's the right answer?
Air Jordan 1s. It made Nike what it is.
Okay.
It branched off into its own self.
Okay.
It simply is it is a great shoe.
Yeah.
As far as looks, it can, you know what I'm saying, hoop at the time you hoop, style, you know what I'm saying. They selling out every day till this day, no matter what drop.
So do you want to? Because we could always just argue
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
play devil's advocate about.
Yeah,
you
about
know.
anything, you know.
So do you want to say greatest signature shoe and take that out of the equation?
What do you mean?
Like that's not an answer we can pick because that's pretty much universally renowned as the best first signature shoe.
The best for I mean, so what was you said? You told me before the show that you couldn't. You said you had something against it.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't have it as the number 1 shoe. I personally wouldn't have it.
Okay, so you telling me I can't? So that like
No,
picking,
is
it's
that
like,
your-
is
is that
it-
your
it's
answer?
like picking the 2018 Warriors.
No, is that your answer?
Yeah,
Your answer is the Air Jordan 1.
that's the only right answer to me. But like I said,
Okay.
growing up, like I wasn't in that time, but I know how much.
Okay. So do you want me
That's
to? Okay. So you haven't even given a reason, or no? I guess you did give a
Yeah.
reason for why.
Oh,
You gave a couple reasons why. So now don't get mad at me for this. All right. I agree with you. I work at Nike currently. All right.
okay.
I want to work at headquarters.
That
you know?
so that shoe put bread in your pocket.
You know. So
Tim.
by me saying this, it potentially can take money out of my pocket type shit. All right. I would say the greatest first signature shoe would be the Reebok Question.
Because you from Philly, or you not from Philly?
No.
but
I mean that ties into it.
AI,
but no,
is
no,
AI,
no, no, no.
AI.
AI. Now just hear me out.
Okay.
When the Air Jordan came out, Michael Jordan was marketed as this godlike
Your
figure,
airness.
right? That's not really his persona. Like the marketing kind of took over that for him. They kind of shaped it around so he was more marketable to the people and kind of went off of how he played on the court, right?
Okay.
The Reebok Question, Allen Iverson, prior to getting into the league, was viewed as a thug,
He went to jail.
a delinquent, shouldn't be in the NBA, a bad influence. And instead of trying to shift the narrative, they built off of that bad boy type of ego without Iverson. And that shoe started to become basically an extension of himself on the court. Then you start seeing more people, embracing Allen Iverson. He started to become, Philly's sweetheart. You see athletes around the league start to be a little more comfortable in their own skin because they see that companies are going to be more willing to work with them being authentic.
What does this have to do with the shoe?
It shows that
Yes,
the shoe can be
he's an
marketed.
icon. He's an
It shows that the
NBA
shoe
icon.
can be marketed
Mm-hmm.
regardless of the player at hand. Because let's look at what's his name? God damn it, what's his name? John Morant. If Nike was really serious about image and stuff like that, how they cut Kyrie quit
Kyrie.
for a link he reposted. A link. So he didn't even say
He did
nothing.
nothing.
He just reposted a link. John Morant's out here toting guns and rolling with people that one point lasers at people.
Which is this is not illegal.
It's not.
not. It's legal.
But I would
Yeah.
say that's worse than reposting the
Posting a
link.
link.
If they was really serious, because
Yeah,
both
if
of
it's
them,
that serious,
both
yeah,
of them, if they was really serious about that, they would have clipped them. I say because of this shoe and how well it has done, they're re-releasing the Reebok Question for All-Star Weekend. This is the only fucking Reebok shoe that they consistently re-release and it sells out. This is a staple in a sneakerhead community. People love the Reebok question. Allen Iverson's shoe did all you niggas in question. Who said that? Drizzy Drake.
Drake.
Greatest.
Oh, you rehearsed that.
Oh, I didn't rehearse nothing. That just comes off the dome, baby. That just came off the dome. Drizzy Drake. I'm giving you about 3 of them bitches. Hold on now. Then, let's go to the actual shoe. Have you played in the Air Jordan 1? One of the ones from 84, 85?
Nah.
One of like the first editions?
Nah.
Those would fuck up your feet, my boy. Blisters, blood, all of that. That is not a very good shoe to hoop in. So it's not fair. It's not fair. It came out. No, I know. It's not. So
There's
look.
different technology.
No, I know.
Come on
I know.
different
I know
times.
exactly what you're going to say. It's different technology. I do not care
Okay.
because you use what you have access to. The Reebok had more technology they can use. I've hooped in the Reeboks. I've hooped in the older J's. My feet feel a lot better in those Reeboks than they do in those Jordans.
Which one? You play better, you look better. I mean, you play good, look good. You look good, play good.
So are you telling me the Reeboks aren't a good streetwear shoe?
They solid. They don't got as much versatility as Jordan.
What do you mean versatility?
We're talking about.
The Reebok was one of the first low-cut shoes ever made, and that's why you see a lot of people, your Kobe's, your goddamn Kyrie Lowe's. That's why you see a lot of these athletes going to the low cuts nowadays. He was one of the first shoes to do that.
One of. Not
The
the
shoe.
first. Not the first.
That's the shoe.
That's not the first.
What's the first shoe?
I don't know, but I know it's not that one. You would have said the first if it was, not one of.
It's the shoe, but it probably isn't the first shoe. It wasn't executed correctly until this shoe.
Jordan? What Jordan did, I know you watched it. What's it called? Air?
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'm going with this. But they made a movie about it, bro. Question got a shoe? Does Question got a shoe? No? Okay.
Yeah, they do got a shoe.
I mean, no,
You
they got a
dumbass.
movie?
No,
They don't got a
you
movie.
said- You said
They made a whole
got a
bro.
shoe.
They made a whole movie. They made a whole movie.
You're missing the point of the
It
movie.
don't matter. They made a whole.
It wasn't just.
It wasn't about. It's about Nike. But
Yeah, he saved the company. I'm not
Okay,
taking that
then.
away from it. It
He
probably has
saved-
It probably has a bigger no, not probably. It has a bigger cultural impact than any shoe
it's
ever.
like-
that is fine. That's fine.
if we're talking about
But if we go
cultural
down-
impact is here, and Allen Iverson is right there in like a different. He's in there. He's just not. He's like, you know.
So
Like-
without Michael Jordan, that shoe ain't nothing, right?
What?
Without Mike, like if you put some random nigga in that shoe, like if you put Clyde Drexler in that shoe, is that shoe as big?
Nah, it's not as big.
Okay, that's the same thing that can be said with the Allen Iversons.
Yeah. The person makes the shoe. Whoever that's who they building their marketing off of is that. And Michael
They
Jordan.
built the Reebok shoe around the whole persona of Allen Iverson. They built
Who was
the
that?
whole
Who was
Air
that?
Jordan shoe over what he was able to do on the court. It wasn't
Yeah.
until later in his career
But it's not
where they started
like-
making more shoes.
It's not like they had like people following him around. Like it's different times, bro. That's like 15, 20, 15 years later.
Why does that matter?
Cause bro, you're saying, all right, Jordan was known for what? Gambling.
Later in his career.
Later in his career, so forth, so forth.
We're talking about rookie Jordan because he got his shoe deal right out the gate, did he not?
He got it in
Yeah, they-
84, right?
Yeah, when he got drafted, he already had his own shoe.
Okay. Bro, they're not like you're not gonna see that from Jordan. So there's more like people covering him and covering Allen Iverson and what he do and following what he do, and people see just like
Allen Iverson, sorry to cut you off, but before Allen Iverson,
would you count that? Or
Count
you
what?
know rebuttal?
before Allen Iverson, what athlete do you know that was viewed in that light as a thug, a convict, just a
Every black nigga in the NBA from 1990 and
Pretty
before.
much, you know, just some random black dude you can see at your local corner store. Hey, Jamal, like no. What athlete
Yeah,
before him was looked in that light and was able to get a shoe deal? And that shoe actually sell.
Bro.
They weren't marketing people like that. This shoe is groundbreaking, just for the fact that it's the first shoe that was made for
what it is.
for somebody like that.
For what it is, and for who Allen Iverson is, amazing product. And how they push it, amazing. But we're talking about Jordan. It's like Jordan is like corporate. You know, he's that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he also got the hood with him. Allen Iverson just got the hood.
That's cap. That is cap. The hood's probably the strongest with him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, not saying like it's all like, yeah, of course there's some, but like we're talking about how many people actually fucking with the question. Like, bro, I wanted some when I was 11 when he was in the league. I actually got a chance to meet him, and he gave me his shoe. A great shoe, but it's not Jordan. It's not the Jordan 1. You can
Okay,
different
we'll go down the
colorways.
line. We'll go down the
Color-
line. Cultural impact.
Jordan.
Okay. Performance on the court.
Jordan.
Fuck no. The first Jordan 1? Fuck no.
You're talking about the first.
All right.
Okay.
No, okay.
Okay.
I got something to disprove all that shit. Allen Iverson come down being guarded by that 4-5. Was he wearing 4-5 at that time? Was he
I don't
coming
think
back?
so.
Or was that still 2-3?
I think that was 2. I think that was 2-3.
Don't matter.
He cooked him.
Came down. You know what shoe he was wearing, right?
Who?
You know what shoe Allen Iverson was wearing, right?
Questions. What shoe
questions.
was Jordan wearing?
And it don't fucking matter, because that just proves my point even more. He probably wasn't even wearing the ones. He got another edition of his shoes and was still slipping and sliding over the fucking place.
Jordan's shoes is elite though.
He was slipping and sliding. I bet you if he had them Reeboks on, he would have been able to clamp that shit.
And he was still dropping 30 in him.
He can drop.
he dropped
That's because he's a freak
35.
athlete. It wasn't because of the
Okay.
damn shoes. Regardless of
that
what the commercial
he's
say, it
not-
got to be the shoes, Mike. No, buddy. Technology in the shoe. Has to be the Reebok. Has to be the
No.
newer shoe.
No.
Technology in the
it's
shoe?
it's not even that far off though.
It doesn't have to be a big gap. Right now, it's 2-1
But
in
nah,
favor
I
of
don't
Reebok.
think 2-1. What's the other one? We only did 2 categories.
We did 3.
What?
Performance on court, technology in the shoe, and
You
cultural
see,
impact.
technology in the shoe. That's no. You can't. We already said we can't do that
Why not?
because that. Come on, bro. You can't compare.
Innovation
Come on, bro.
comes
You can't
in
compare
many different ways.
Wakanda to the United States, bro. You can't do this time and this time. This is a different time, bro.
Or
You know, Wakanda's advanced, more advanced. They're in a different time. We're talking about 2000.
okay,
And then we're talking about 1984. Come on, bro. They was wearing Converse, bro.
okay. What about moments?
Moments?
Yeah, what shoe has the best moments?
That's not fair.
Why is that not fair? If it has that big of a cultural impact,
I
you should
mean,
be able to think of something.
only reason why I say that is because it's one shoe.
Mm-hmm.
When he has,
This is his first shoe,
it's his first shoe. Yes.
and it's the shoe that helped make Nike.
It's his first
So
shoe.
it shouldn't be hard to think of.
But he's wearing those. What's Allen Iverson's other shoe? Okay.
He has other questions,
He played how many years in the league?
but we're talking
And
about
think
the
about
first,
how many
you're-
moments Jordan had compared to. Think about how many moments Jordan had.
We're talking about that one shoe, so it doesn't matter how many
What
other
do
shoes
you
you got
mean?
later on. We're talking
It's
about
the
one
ratio.
shoe.
That's all right, bro. We can do all right. I don't know. I'm gonna say Jordan because I know Jordan. I know Jordan done did some shit. He done
You're right,
did something.
He is Jordan.
He's
It's-
Jordan.
it's
He
AI
done
getting
did
crossed
something.
up by Jordan, or AI crossing up Jordan. That's exactly what the moment is. So you're right. He was involved. in that.
That's how big the shoe was. That he did that.
That's how big Jordan was. That's not how big the shoe was. But like I started us off with, Jordan's not the wrong answer. I just feel like there's other things that can go into it if you're thinking objectively. I think people are just, going too deep into the cultural impact. They're putting too much emphasis on that.
Why? It's
Because
us.
at the end of the day, it's
us.
still just a shoe.
Okay.
And shoes are supposed to serve a purpose.
What'd you buy?
Huh?
What'd you buy?
What you mean?
Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s? Lows? Oh, okay.
That's not the shoe.
It's not the.
When
It's
did
a
the low come?
variation.
That's not the
It's
shoe.
a variation.
No,
It's a variation.
no, that's not the
It's
shoe.
a variation.
That is not the
That's
shoe.
a
It does
shoe.
not fit the same. It does not
It's-
hold the ankle the
it's
same
the
way.
it's the variation.
Technology in that shoe is not the same from '84.
It's the
Do not
variation.
do that. Do not do that. Fuck no. Hell no. Don't you do that. Oh
It's
Lord.
still a 1, so why is it called the 1? Air Jordan 1. Why is it called Air Jordan 1?
No one's saying it's not a variation.
Okay.
But we said the best first signature shoe. So, it is the Air Jordan 1 high, not a mid, not a low,
no, we
not a
don't do the
Travis
mids.
Scott, not a Tiana Taylor. No,
The mid.
the Air Jordan 1 high.
Okay.
So you could talk about the shadows or the shattered backboards. You know, you can talk about
Yeah.
any of those because those are still.
Those are just
The
some
sa-
of the greatest
that's the
shoes
same
in
silhouette.
history.
So you can talk about that.
And his first shoe is considered the best looking shoe out of when they compare.
That's fine. That's cultural impact. It washes,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it blows the Reebok out of the water. But I feel like this one just doesn't get enough credit for how it helped shape the NBA moving forward with shoe deals. I feel like the Reebok did more for shoe deals going forward than the Jordan did, personally.
More for shoe deals. Brandon Jennings got one. They tried to give Brandon Jennings a chance.
I feel like this shoe proved that you can market anybody. Jordan is one of one. If you're trying to find the next Jordan and give him a shoe deal, you're not gonna find that. But ever so often, your Kobe's, your Bronze, and the list probably ends there. So
What as far as
someone that's just like a one of one, like it's generations next. Because Jordan was one of one. He was that dude. The only people that you could say would be in that boat would be your Kobe's and your LeBrons. Anyone else, you can't really see that. So if that was the point you're going for, then no one else should have a fucking shoe deal. Allen Iverson-
Nobody should not have a shoe deal.
No, I'm just saying, but Allen Iverson's shoe deal was made for Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Just like Anthony Edwards' shoe deal
True.
now is made
It ain't
for
for
Anthony
Anthony
Edwards.
Edwards.
You see his personality peeking out in those commercials and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That shit was not happening with Jordan. Jordan didn't even really talk in his commercials with his shoes deal. He had Spike Lee doing all that.
I mean, because you don't need to.
Don't need to, or he doesn't need to.
Penny Hardaway.
Exactly my point. That you're making my point for me. Allen Iverson was the first dude they made the shoe for, and used him to market it.
Yeah, but they used Jordan to market too. It was just
They
his
used
game.
Jordan's
His
game.
Oh, so you're saying his personality, basically. That's why. That's what it gets you. But why does it matter? What is that relevant?
Because
I get Allen Iverson.
Because if Allen Iverson and Jordan were the same type of people, because Jordan isn't viewed as a thug or a delinquent, that's someone that
Okay, I see what you're
that
saying.
people
I
would
see what you're saying.
take home to see their mother,
Yeah.
type deal. Allen Iverson was not viewed like that. He is now. He's Bubba Chuck. He's cool now. Everyone loves him.
He's the first one to be him.
That's all I was getting at, man. You came around right there, but I'll submit and say that the Jordan 1 is probably
the best.
the best shoe, but I feel like it shouldn't just be
Yeah.
no
It is.
argument.
It
Like,
really.
I feel like you should at least be able to argue something and not put your head on a stake. But we'll see what happens when this comes
Honorable
out.
mention, Kyrie or PG1s?
Huh?
Kyrie or PG1s? Kyrie or PG1s?
The first Kyrie?
Yeah.
I'll probably take the PG ones
PG.
because the
I
Kyrie
don't know.
ones aren't even my favorite Kyrie.
I think, but the way that hit the streets though.
Yeah.
PG1 performance wise, yeah.
And that's
And
big for
it's
me.
good.
In this day and
Yeah.
age, at that point, technology was
Yeah,
pretty much up
yeah.
there. So I'm taking the PG ones. But we'll end that conversation there.
Okay.
We'll get into halftime. Are you good? You need anything? You need any water or anything like that?
Yeah. I have some water.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't never offered me something in your home.
What?
You treat your guests like this, bro?
What are you talking about?
You always don't offer people water when they come?
What do you mean?
Or do I got to pay the way for all the other guests and how to treat them?
Talk about what do you mean by that? Talk about what do you mean by that?
You know?
What do you mean?
What do you mean what I mean?
I'm saying like, treat my guest. I just offered you some water. So what are you talking about?
But you didn't do it when I first came in here.
Well, first of all,
For the first episode.
You were supposed to be here. I had all this set up
So what time?
5 hours ago.
So what time I come?
So I'm supposed to show you the utmost respect and just kiss your ass
I didn't say that. I just
and
said
just
show
kiss
some
the floor you walk on.
Hospitality.
And kiss the floor you walk on,
I didn't say that.
and you show up late.
All I said was,
Because I was this close to just saying F it and doing the show by myself at this point and arguing myself.
I already told you. Yeah, I was only I wasn't even that much late, bro.
First of all, you said 2. I don't care that you.
I said
I don't care.
2 to 3.
I do not care.
And I called you before and said,
No. The reason you couldn't come at 2 or 3 is because you made a mistake. That has nothing to do with. That wasn't an inconvenience. That wasn't someone in your family dying. That wasn't your car breaking down. You made a mistake. So that's your fault for not being prepared.
No.
Yes.
No.
That is your. If I tell somebody, chat. If I tell somebody I'm going to be somewhere.
And
at
you
a certain
can't be there
time-
no more. You call them and tell them that you can't be no
Let
more,
me talk.
regardless
Let
of
me
the
talk.
reason.
No, let me talk.
Come on, bro.
If I, actually no, we'll just go like this. He asked me what time, what day we should do this show. I told him Friday and asked him what time works best for him. Mind you, this was at the beginning of the week. He told me Friday works. I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
About 2 days later, I asked him what time works best for him. He says he has a cut at 12:15 or 12 o'clock, something like that. After his cut, he'll be over here around 2 to 3 o'clock. So, today rolls around, and I'm getting everything set up. Everything is ready. Everything is good.
What time did you get everything set up?
He proceeds to call me. I got it set up at 10 o'clock after my interview
Okay.
with Under Armour.
Okay.
He proceeds to call me at, what was that, 12?
Probably around 12.
Calls me at 12. I ask him what's going on. He says he missed his cut because he thought it was scheduled at 12 o'clock. It was actually scheduled at 11:15. How far in advance was this scheduled?
About a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay, so it's been
It don't-
scheduled.
it don't matter.
No, stop.
That's irrelevant,
No, stop. No,
bro.
it is
No, okay.
perfectly relevant.
Because that's not even why
was-
I missed it, though.
It was perfect. No, it was perfectly relevant. The cut has been scheduled for at least a week. I don't know about you, but if I have something scheduled the night before and the morning of, I will check to double check, triple check, quadruple check that the time that I have in my head matches what is on the sheet. He did not do that, thus missing his appointment, thus pushing this back, thus showing up later than the time we agreed upon. Now,
No,
if
no,
he had showed up to his cut
Okay.
and the building was on fire or something that was out of his control happened, then that's fine. That's out of your control. But you could have avoided missing your cut if you just checked what time it was.
No.
Or set a reminder in your phone.
Listen, what I say. I said I was going to leave the house at 10, 9:30, 10. I was going to go to grandmommy's. Go there before. The only thing that messed me up was me putting my clothes in the dryer and me not pressing the play button so it can dry. If my clothes would have been dry, I would have been able to get ready and
So the
leave.
fact that you can't even remember to start your laundry machine tells me that you should be setting reminders on your phone about what time your haircut is, because clearly you can't remember the simplest of tasks.
No, that's not the thing. I got great recollection of everything.
So how'd you forget your haircut if you have great recollection?
Because I just had a lot going on this week.
That's not what you just said. That's not what you just said. You said you have great recollection.
I do. But
So regardless of what's going on in your life-
I scheduled it a week ago. Just like, what's today? Okay. Just like tomorrow. I don't remember the last. I got a dentist appointment tomorrow. I scheduled that. I don't even know when to go. I didn't even know I scheduled one. They just sent a reminder.
They sent a reminder, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the same shit I'm
Okay,
telling you to
but
do.
I'm not thinking about it. I imagine they didn't send a reminder.
Then you wouldn't have gone.
Maybe the cut should have sent the reminder.
Yeah, maybe they should have, but that's
They
not how
should've
they
sent the
work.
reminder,
But you
yeah.
go to this person all the time, right?
Yeah.
Do they ever send you reminders?
No, this was on
Oh,
me. It's on me.
okay.
But that's not why I'm not here though. Cause what I said I should be there around 2 to 3. Still, I just gotta make sure he can't. If he say he can't fit me in again, and we can reschedule.
And you told me you'd let me know and did not let me know that you were not going to be here at 2 or 3. I was sitting here from 2 to 3 o'clock, staring out my window like a sad puppy, waiting for
What
my
time- but look-
guy to show up and help me do my first episode. And he did not say not a damn
Listen,
thing.
Okay,
Not
but
a
that's
damn
not why
thing.
I'm not here. It's the SWAT. It's the police. What?
So you just sit.
Yes, it all factors because if I didn't, if I would have put my clothes on dry, I would have been at grandma's earlier.
No, what you should have
And
did.
then-
what you should have did is
then-
just came straight here instead of going to grandmommy's house, because you weren't getting your cut.
But I had to go to grandma's.
For what? For what?
I got a reason to go there.
Yes, you said I had to. You just said I had to. So what was the reason?
I don't live over here no more. So I have to go see her. What if I can't see her tomorrow? I don't think I'll be able to see her tomorrow, and I'm leaving Sunday. So I know I wanted to make sure I wanted to see her today. So that was the first thing I did this morning was go over there.
I ain't gonna argue about seeing.
I went
Grandmommy,
over.
I
So
ain't gonna argue about that.
I wanted to go over there. Kick it, do what I gotta do.
But
I put some of my clothes over
had
there.
you got
too.
over here after you realized you missed your cut at 1 and got here even earlier, we would have been done with this, and you still would have had time to go over to grandma's house. We probably would have been done before the All-Star game, the celebrity game was over.
I mean, shit don't work like that sometimes. It shit just happen, bro. It's okay.
Oh Lord.
We making it happen
Okay.
right now.
Okay. What were you saying earlier? What were you saying earlier about glazing?
Oh. Bro, look, last night.
Sit down and stop drilling the wall.
Wait, this is going.
Yeah, this is halftime.
This is halftime, bro. So look, I was listening to
Set timer for 4 minutes.
I was listening to Lucky Paid in Full. I wouldn't say this is glazing, but I'm just filthy. I was listening to Lucky Paid in Full, right? And then I was like, in a matter of 30 seconds, I said, let me see if I can find a beat that's similar or the song that's similar with the same beat. And I went to Drake and I looked at his whole catalog in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, I picked the song. Sounded just like Paid in Full. Or it didn't sound just like, but it had the same clap.
Okay. Maybe
Ain't that filthy?
I'm not comprehending.
I went through Drake's whole catalog in my head and picked a song that sounds similar to Paid in Full.
Where's the glazing?
It's not glazed, but it's filthy.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Do what?
Never mind, bro. Can I get some water, bro? I still ain't got no water.
Because you started lying. Per usual.
Bro. There's only two people there's two people that lie. I'm not gonna say two people, but I know one. You're one and two. You're either one or two. And Kels is
Okay,
it's
let's
you
sit
and
down.
Kels.
Let's sit down. You said what?
It's you and Kels. That's 1 and 2
What's 1 and 2?
that lie the most.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yes.
whoa! Wait a minute, brother. What?
Yes. You and Kels lie the most. And I don't think it's close no more after what I done seen.
Cuddy, you are number 1. There is So we have this group, right? We have our core group.
Sure.
So there's Money. This is not the order of who lies the most. I'm just naming off the people in the group. Money, Moosey,
Carlos,
Jello,
Jello, Russ,
you,
Kale,
you,
me.
right? That's the, what's that, 8?
Mm-hmm.
You are 1, my guy. Of eight black people, you are 1. You are the 1.
I don't lie.
Neo, the 1.
I don't lie. Why are you making that face?
We'll save this for later. I feel like it's going to come up again because you always tend to say stuff like this a lot. And so you're saying you're not a liar.
Bro, I've been saying that. Why are you saying like that's something new, bro?
You got it, bro. I'll get some water.